don't get bogged down in conspiracy theories. That is the only thing I want you to stop doing. You know, you know what I think? I think it blinds good thinking when you always think that somebody is trying to do something against you and you must also fight. Don't do that to yourselves. I mean, you know, sometimes I think I better be careful, because the other day I was saying somewhere that we are always complaining Africa about somebody planning to cheat us. Why don't you also learn to cheat somebody else? I mean, is the cheating a monopoly? Why? I don't understand it. And if you have been cheated for so many decades, Africa, surely you must have learned something about cheating by now. So don't do that to yourselves. Don't be too confused with that. Focus. You are young. You are ambitious. Your knowledge will take you places. As somebody said, all these students who did agriculture, they are sitting in banks. These are our problems, actually. So you are in an interesting place. It has huge potential. As for energy, there is nothing is happening without energy. And that's the zone you are in. You are in one kind now, but you are acquiring skills. You heard from the experts, some of the skills are transferable. You can adapt them and so on. But push, demand more from policymakers. Let them create an environment in which you flourish. Thank you.
Thank you. Awesome conversations. We are now going to take closing remarks from Mr. Theophilus and as well Dr. Ishmael, and then also Mr. Kweku Boateng. 30 seconds closing remarks on the conversations we've heard today.
Hello. So thanks once again. I think you've kept to your promise that those who didn't have questions to answer will have to wrap up. So once again, I'm delighted that we are having these conversations. I think the critical things have been said. Don't be scared about the energy transition. As I said, Ghana is already ahead of the curve. Nations must craft their own solutions, and it involves all stakeholders. One thing that I've been very delighted about in my career has been working between industry and academia. Your faculties must work with industry to be able to craft solutions, to craft new. I've been involved in developing curricula for a couple of universities in this country so that you do not come out with programs that have no future. As have been said by many colleagues, many opportunities around the world, tap into them. There are a number of low-hanging fruits. This country can decarbonize significantly just in the area of biomass. How can we, as young engineers, come up with very efficient, cheap stoves that would make people to be able to do this? Now, this is not technology to the extreme. So there are many things, many low-hanging fruits that we can actually leverage. And for the nation, as David did say, we need to find out how we debottleneck the process of bringing our hydrocarbon resources to be commercialized, so that, I mean, nobody's holding us up, and if we don't commercialize it, we lose that opportunity. So it is neither, a threat. I see a lot of opportunities around it. Once again, let's craft the solutions that work for us. For the young people, use your time profitably and look at what opportunities exist for you.
Thank you. I think we'll take the next closing remarks from Dr. Ishmael.
Yeah, thank you very much. Let me say that the transition is just like now. Few years to come, you'll be 40, you'll be 30. Whether you like it, you don't like it, you are ready, you are not ready. But if you want to enjoy 40, then what it means is that you need to prepare from now. You need to ask very important questions. Even the oil and gas sector, can we distinguish between the oil production and the oil consumption? The oil production, if emits, what technologies can we come up with so that it can reduce the emission? In terms of the consumption, can we have even alternative uses of the oil products so that there won't be emission? She asked about the taxes. Can we look at non-financial solutions, efficiency? What efficient methods can we use? So we need to ask the relevant questions. You need to answer. And when you come to forums like this, most of the time, just after maybe you want to submit your CV and all that is very normal. But those who get attention are those who have solutions. You started something that, yes, Ben, this is what I've started. What do you think? There's an MD of oil company here. This is what I've been working on. Can I present it to you? Those things get you more attention. And for the universities, I think we need to collaborate more with industry. And again, those working on the research data, IEA and others, let us be part. Let's lead the research in Africa's context so that we can generate data, we can generate that innovation that will solve our challenges. Our issues may be different from those of Canada. So if we take their solutions and bring them, it may not work. Let us work on our own solutions. Thank you.
Thank you. And finally, Mr. Kweku Boateng.
Yeah, I think there's been an interesting discussion. I myself have learned a lot from my colleagues here. As a closing remarks, I want to quickly comment on the remarks by our friend from Uganda. I think David touched on it briefly. I mean, as young people, you should not really get yourself involved in or believe in this conspiracy theory. I mean, there are some people for some very parochial political interests are doubting energy transition. What I have to say is that there's overwhelming scientific evidence to prove that Earth is warming, and it's warming fast. And we need to do something to reduce emission of greenhouse gases. And Ghana, as I said, as a country, we have made that commitment. And in line with the global target, we are also going to reduce our emission. And government has made clear indication that we will do everything possible to achieve that. We at the Commission, we are working with our stakeholders, the oil and gas companies, to make sure that they integrate carbon reduction technologies in their operations. What you need to phantom out is how the extra costs involved in these new technologies are going to be paid for, and it's very important. For there's a need also. I always tax the universities and technical institutions as part of the Commission's University Collaboration Program. That it's time, especially now, for the universities to review our training programs and skill development capacities to ensure how we can meet the challenges of oil and gas, of the energy transition. And it's very important that we look at it. Because there are certain simple things, Theo mentioned, that could be done. If we look at our local service industry, indigenous Ghanaian companies, now there's a great growing pressure on them by IOCs to reform their operations to minimize the Scope 3 emissions. Very simple things can be done. For instance, if a haulage company is providing service to Talo, how are they going to minimize emissions from their trucks? And I think as young engineers and scientists, some of these basic things can be researched at your institution, can take some of these things as your project works, as to how identify all the Scope 3 emissions from the oil and gas industry, especially among the local indigenous Ghanaian companies, and see the suggestions that you can make to them to reduce these Scope 3 emissions. So I think that I would say energy transition is where we need to really base ourselves to see how you can cope with the challenges, and of course take opportunities that will come out of it. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, the conversations have been very inspiring, and I'd like to say a very big thank you to every one of our speakers. Thank you for your time and for the knowledge that you've shared with us. I think we'll continue the event. Our MC would hand over. I'll hand over to our MC now. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I will call on Dr. Riverson, ARD, OG, and Samantha. Please join our speakers up here for a picture and presentation of the stools, Kente stools. Let's clap for our speakers. I mean, I've really learned a lot today. From, as they said, how did they say it? They said the gray head, yeah, the gray head, the gray head expertise. Please, let's clap for them. Are we hungry? Let's clap for them. Well, they've done a fantastic job to the topic. I'm really happy about it. And I will continue to thank our sponsors, Ghana Gas, MODEC, Africa Center for Energy Policy, Vitor, Wayo Engineering and Construction, GECRIC, Integrity. So from here, we'll be breaking for a coffee break for our panelists and speakers. But the students, please wait for just give us some few minutes as our panelists take a leave from us for coffee break. Yeah, we'll come back.
Okay. So please, all the session officers and all the dignitaries here follow us for the coffee break. At the session officers, Miles.
You've been gone.
So the students, you can hang around for just 15 minutes. We'll come back and then we'll do.
Come on back where you really belong. You are always welcome home. Welcome home.
Hello? Yes, so for the students, as Reverend said, let's, how should I say it? So when we were in the senior high school, they call it socialize. I don't know if that word is still there. So let's socialize. Do you understand? All right, just for some few minutes, we'll be back and continue the program. Thank you very much.
Back to the promised land. All will be happy and gay. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and gay. You've been gone, it's an empty home. Come on back where you really belong. You are always welcome home. Well, You've been gone, it's an empty home. Come on back where you really belong. You are always welcome home, welcome home. You've been kept down for much too long. Stand up, please, and say I am free. Don't forget you are welcome home, welcome home. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and gay. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and gay. You've been gone, it's an empty home. Come on back where you really belong. You are always welcome home, welcome home. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and You've been gone, it's an empty home. Come on back where you really belong. You are always welcome home, welcome home. You've been kept down for much too long. Stand up, please, and say I am free. Don't forget you are welcome home, welcome home. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and gay. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and gay. You've been gone, it's an empty home. Come on back where you really belong. You are always welcome home, welcome home. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and welcome home, welcome home. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. trip back to the promised land. All will be happy. You've been gone, it's an empty home. Come on back where you really belong. You are always welcome home, welcome home. All will be happy again. You've been kept down for much too long. You've been gone. Stand up, please, and say I am free. Come on back. Don't forget you are welcome home, welcome always welcome home, welcome home. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and gay. All will be happy and gay. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and gay. You've been gone, it's an empty home. You've been gone. Come on back where you really belong. Come on back where you are always welcome home, welcome home, welcome home. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. You've been going out empty home. Come on back where you ready to go. You are always welcome home, welcome home. You've been kept down for much too long. Stand up, please, and say I am free. Don't forget you are welcome home, welcome home. You are always welcome home. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and gay. All will be happy. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and gay. promised land. All will be happy and gay. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and gay. You've been gone, it's an empty home. Come on back where you really belong. You've been kept down. You are always welcome home. Welcome home. Don't forget. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. Come with me. All will be happy and all will be happy and come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. You've been gone, it's an empty home. Will be happy. Come on back where you really belong. You are always welcome home. Welcome home. Come on back where you really belong. You've been kept down for much too long. Stand up, please, and say I am free. Don't forget you are welcome home. Welcome back to the promised land. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and gay. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and gay. You've been gone, it's an empty home. Come on back where you really belong. You are always welcome home. Welcome home. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and gay. On this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and gay. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. You've been gone, it's an empty home. Come on back. You've been gone, it's an empty home. You are come on back where you really belong. You are always welcome home. Welcome on this happy trip back to the promised. You've been kept down for much too long. All will be stand up, please, and say I am free. Don't forget you are welcome home. Welcome home. happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy again. Stand up, please. You've been gone, it's an empty home. Don't forget, come on back where you really belong. You are always welcome. Come home, welcome home. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy again on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy again. You've been gone, it's an empty home. You've been gone, it's an empty home. Come on back where you really belong. You are always welcome home, welcome home. Come with me on this happy trip. You've been kept down for much too long. Stand up, please, and say I am free. Don't forget, you are welcome home, welcome home. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy again. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy again. You've been gone, it's an empty home. Come on back where you really belong. You are always welcome home, welcome home. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy again.
Hello, T.
On this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy again. You've been gone, come on back where you are always welcome home, welcome home. Come with me. You've been gone and empty home back to the promised. Come on back where you really belong. All will be happy. You are always welcome home, welcome home. You've been kept down for much too long. Stand up, please, and say I am free. Don't forget, you are welcome. On this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy again. happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy again. You've been gone, it's an empty home. Come on back where you really belong. You are always welcome home, welcome home. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy
Hello.
You've been
Hello.
gone,
Can we
it's an
please
empty
have our seats?
home.
Those outside, can you come in?
Back where you really belong. You are always welcome home, welcome home. You've been kept down for much too long. Stand up, please, and say I am free. Don't forget you are welcome home, welcome home. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and gay. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and gay. You've been gone, it's an empty home.
Okay.
Come on back where you really
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to continue with the program.
You are always welcome home, welcome home.
This section or this part is going to be a quick one.
Come with me, this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and gay.
You're going to eat soon, don't worry. I know food is important. Okay, so please, those outside, please come in. So we're going to have two presentations. The first one will be on the difference between a great presentation and an award-winning presentation. We know that after this, we have the student paper contest as part of the program for today. And this is a way to prepare us to the contest that is ahead of us. The second one will be the power of self-esteem. So we will start with the first one, which is the difference between great presentation and an award-winning presentation, which will be delivered by Mr. Ola David. Please, let's welcome him.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. It's great to be here with you guys. So, as earlier mentioned, I used to work with SPE, so I used to cover Europe and Africa, and I was there for 5 years. And over the 5 years, I had the responsibility of overseeing the students' paper contests for Africa and Europe as a whole. So, why this topic? Why presentation? So when Riverson invited me to present here So I was like, what would I like to talk about? And I was like, presentation skills. And the reason being, two stories. I've got two background stories as to why this presentation is. The first one is before I joined Society of Petroleum Engineers, I worked at an association called the Institution of Structural Engineers. And there I organized this conference called the Young Engineers Conference, which was similar to Students People Contest. And there was this amazing chap from Nigeria. Obviously, sorry, I'm based in London. So I live in London. And so my office, when I worked at SP, was in London. So there's this amazing chap from Nigeria who was doing his master's in Imperial College. So if you know Imperial College is top 5, top 10 universities globally. So it's for the best of the best, you know. And he did this presentation on sustainable housing. This was 2016. And so I was sat at the back and I watched his presentation. And his presentation was amazing, flawless. And I had no background in structural engineering, but I was able to follow his presentation because it was that good. So, fast forward, he finishes the presentation, and the second part of it was the Q&A. And when the Q&A started, it just went downhill from there. It was shambolic in a sense. So he didn't do well on the Q&A side of his presentation, which was heartbreaking for me. So obviously, at the end of the competition, obviously he didn't win. I think he didn't even come third. So when he finished and wrapped everything up, so I went to meet the judges. Like, oh, so what happened to the chap? They said, oh, his presentation was fantastic, but his Q&A he didn't excel there. So hence why I said the difference between a great presentation and an award-winning presentation. So it's not just always about the content on the screen or your slides, your slide deck. Because research would help you there. You guys have the luxury of having the internet and AI now, which takes me to the second background story for this presentation. So now I work with AWS, that's Amazon Web Services. And a couple of weeks ago, we're doing a budget review meeting as to, okay, what do we do? Okay, how do we cut costs? A lot of companies are cutting costs now. And so one of the things we looked at was we normally outsource, when we have events, we normally outsource our slide deck creation to a company externally to produce this amazing slide deck presentations, and we pay them a huge fortune for that. So we're like, oh, so what do we do? So I now said, can I make a controversial suggestion? And everybody looked at me and said, okay, what do you have? So I'm very big on tech. As we know, tech is the next, as in the way to improve stuff and everything. And I dabbled with AI prior to that budget meeting. So ChatGPT, I used it. Slide A1, that's for presentation, is AI for slide presentation. I've used it and everything. Now, disclaimer, I'm not suggesting that when you're doing your presentations, use AI. No, that is not my recommendation. It's just, so I put that disclaimer out there. But this presentation, got off screen. This presentation that I put up, I'm not going to use it. It's just as a prop for me. I created this presentation in less than 5 minutes on AI. Not that one. Sorry. I don't want. Yes, this one. So, this is what I did. I went into ChatGPT and I typed the question, elements of a fantastic presentation, and it gave me all this. I now copied it, and I went to my next AI, slide AI, and I put it in the content and create, and in 5 minutes, created, I did 3 because I had that much time. So I gave them 3, but I was okay, let me just use this one as a prop. So that's just the intro. So what I'm trying to say in essence is, you can all be great researchers, have great content for your slides, but going back to my friend at Imperial College, if you don't know what you're talking about in a sense, and you're able to defend it, it's pretty much self-defeatist, you know. So, what I've done is I've put my presentation, what I'm going to talk about into these two sheets, right? So the first one is prep. You know, it amazes me when I used to do the students paper contest, you have a presentation and you say 9 o'clock, and you find people doing the presentation, they come in like 10 past 9, 9:30, because they're not the first or second, so they feel they have enough time. But I always tell them, come way ahead of schedule, run through your slides, know your slides, so that when you're doing your Q&A and a judge references, oh, there was a slide, something, and you're not like, oh, which one? You're clicking, trying to find the slide. You don't know it offhand. That's not a good thing. So come in 30 minutes, an hour before your presentation. Ask the host, can I run through my slides? Some slides will have videos, will have charts and everything, you know. Run through them, make sure it works perfectly. Get comfortable. I don't know if you noticed, before I start my presentation, I came on stage, tried to get a feel of the stage. Made sure the clicker was working, made sure I was comfortable on the stage. So prep, presentation is important. That's point one. Point two, which I touched on, is know your slides and the data on your slides. You know, when maybe you have a chart, I've seen like issues when times when you have a graph chart, you have this thing, and they ask you questions about it, and you can't defend it. You can't defend the data you have on your presentation. That's not good also. So know your slides, know the information you have on the slides, get comfortable with it, and you're able to defend it when you're called upon. Right? So that's number two. Number three, and I'm so happy that after this presentation, my good friend Tokwe is going to talk about the power of self-esteem, which is very important. Now, so I was having this conversation yesterday with Sam over lunch, this issue about presentation. And so she said, what do you think the problem is? Why do you think it's an African issue? I said, it's cultural, for sure. It's cultural. Well, we're not, when you're growing, you don't talk back at your elders, you don't talk at your teacher, you don't engage them, do you understand? So you just receive, you never counter them, you don't challenge what they say, right? So, be aware of yourself. So what I put here is, take up space, do you understand, when you're presenting. Don't be, body language matters, right? You're giving a presentation and I don't want you coming in. Stand straight, take up space, walk the stage, you know, engage with your audience, engage with the judges, you know, eye contact, tell them so that they know that you know your stuff, you know. So that matters, you know. Take up space, articulate yourself properly, project, you know, command authority, you know. So when you're sharing data and all that, be sure of it, you know. So when it comes to Q&A, you're not waffling and everything. So just be confident. Like talk about self-esteem. Know your worth. You are there for a reason, you know. So you submitted your paper, you were selected, shortlisted for a reason. So you're already halfway there. So just be confident in what you're presenting. Number 4, succinct. So student paper contest is 20 minutes, 15 minutes presentation, 5 minutes Q&A. Don't beat around the bush, you know. Have your points detailed, you know, so you're not just going around the bush, you know, waffling and all that, you understand. Have your points earmarked and speak on those points, you know. So be succinct is definitely number 4. So like I said, so number 5 is walk the room, stage, engage the audience, engage with the judges, you know. And number 6 is when questions, right? You might get a curveball, a question that you don't know the answer to, and there's no problem. That's not a problem. Not everyone, some of the judges, they don't have answers to some of the questions, but be confident enough to say, oh, actually, I don't have the answer to hand at the moment, but I'll be more than happy to come back to you afterwards with the answer to that. That is way better than trying to just wing it and say something and just think that you'll be able to bamboozle the judges and all that and get away with it. Simple. Oh, actually, I don't have it right now. I'll take your details if you don't mind. So, Maya, I'll take your details and I'll send you the answer to it. Easy peasy. So that is number 6 for me. And number 7, which ties into everything, is time management. So I Googled attention span. And over the years, people's attention span, due to the internet, social media, our attention span keeps dropping. So I saw one that said actually 8 seconds. So if you don't grab someone in 8 seconds, you lost them. So don't feel like you need to use up all the whole 15 minutes. It's not quantity, it's quality. That's what I always say. So don't think you have to have like 30 slides and bamboos. Short and simple. You don't have to use up the 15 minutes. If it's 10 minutes of good quality content, run with it. They're not going to mark you down because, you didn't use up all your 15 minutes. Right? So those are the 7 things I want to touch on in terms of presenting. Body language, carry yourself, engage with the judges, with the audience, be short and sweet. The question thing, I'll come back to you on it, and stuff. And time management, call to action. I'm wrapping up now. As you can see, I was given 20 minutes, but I don't need 20 minutes. Call to action, practice, practice, practice. So my background is in law, so I studied law, practiced for a couple of years. And you have what you call mock trials when you're a law student. So you actually have like a make-believe courtroom in your faculty, and you guys have cases and stuff, and you actually, battle cases and all that. So that's how you hone your skills of becoming a lawyer. So to have a good presentation, practice, practice, practice. Some people who look at themselves in the mirror when they're talking, watch your body language and all that. So that is my call to action for you moving forward in terms of presentation. So for me, those 7 points is what separates a great presentation. Because a great presentation can win you something, but an award-winning presentation, is more than the content in your slides, but these 7 key qualities that you need to portray when doing your presentation. Thank you very much.
Hello. Thank you very much, Ola. Please, let's clap for him again. Do you have any question, please? Any question? If there's no question, it implies that... I was saying that if there's no question, it implies that the SPC is going to be a fantastic competition.
We don't know. Maybe they fell asleep on me.
Because if you understand whatever he did perfectly, then that's fine.
Let me get the first point. Okay. So, my first point was prepping. Prep. 4th is succinct. Short and sweet. Like I said, you don't have to have like 30 slides for your presentation. If you have 15 good quality slides with information, they're not going to mark you down because your presentation is just 10 or 15 slides. But just make sure that the 10, 15 slides, they hit the point, and when you're presenting, you know where everything is on the slides and everything. So when they ask a question, you're not scrolling, trying to find what slide and you can defend the data on it. Those are the things that matter, not number of slides. So prepping, coming early, run through your slides before it's your turn, sound checks, everything. Okay? You're welcome. Oh.
Hello?
Thank you very much. I wanted to know what you should do when you feel like your audience is losing attention in what they are saying. Because most of us have had presentations before, and during the presentation, you realize that the audience sometimes tends to lose concentration or they lose focus on what you are talking about. And during that period, you don't really know what to do. So that's my question.
And thank you very much. That's a good question. And that's what I was saying in terms of, what's the word I'm looking for? I used it earlier. No, not body language, in terms of your concentration levels. You know, so our attention span over the years has waned. So his question is, what you do when you see people are slipping off doing your presentation? I guess for me, as much as possible, when doing presentations, I find visual aids are very good, you know, to engage with people. So it's not just content heavy in terms of literature and stuff, you know. So try and put in like some videos, some images and stuff to engage people, you know, because truth be told, there's no way around it. You will lose people along the way, but it's just your ability to continue and not be discouraged, you know, just power through it, you know. That's honestly, I believe that's the only way, because like I said, when I did a search, they said 8 seconds attention span now. So if you don't catch someone, like drift off and all that stuff. So I guess also, like I said, not having too many slides. Do you understand? So if you have like 30 slides, like a lot, definitely you'll lose people. So that's one of the advantages of having just like 10, 15 slides with the information, short and sweet, visual aids, videos, diagrams to drive home your point. I think that's the best way to try and keep people engaged as long as possible. But don't be deterred, don't be discouraged when you see people just glazing over and you know that you've lost them. Just continue. There will be at least a few people in the room that are still with you.
Words.
Is that about
Filler
what?
words.
Okay.
So does the use of effective filler words indicate that you are not a master of what you are saying? That's my question. So an example is when presenting, and then in the context of your presentation, you tend to use a lot of
oh, right, okay.
Is it an indication that you are not a masterpiece of what you are saying or what you are presenting?
Okay, that's an interesting one. I know. So obviously that's what's happening to me, because I need to try and think about it, your question. So like you said, the filler words and stuff, try to like feel and think about it. I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing. You know, it's just you trying to process, is your brain trying to process what the question is. I don't think you'd be marked down for it. Do you understand? You're just trying to process, because unless you are AI, once again, that can just churn out information at lightning speed, you know, you have to ponder and think about it. So I don't think there's anything wrong with it in a sense. But I think what I find really great when people are presenting is when they use words repetitively, like, oh, like, oh, you know. So that's a bit annoying, you know, so it doesn't really command, you know, because people get distracted. Someone's just start counting, okay, how many likes has he said now? You know, so that is what I think could be an issue, you know. But I think also hesitating at times, there's nothing wrong with that. You're just trying to process what you're going to say, so you just don't blot out stuff that doesn't make sense in it. Okay? Does that answer your question?
Okay. Thank you very much, Ola Davis. Please let's clap for Ola for this great presentation. Next on the agenda it's going to be on the topic, the power of self-esteem. Okay, not that one. All right. So I'll introduce the person. So Temitope is an advanced reservoir engineer with 15 years experience in ExxonMobil, with expertise in reservoir simulation, reserves and resource evaluation and reservoir management. As an ardent SPE member, he has served with SPE International at the local, regional, and international levels. He is a recipient of the SPE International 2019 Regional Public Service Award, Africa Region. He served for 9 consecutive years from 2010 to 2019 on SPE Lagos Section Board, holding several positions including Section Chair, Council Secretary in 2017, and SPE Student Integration Chair 2014 to 2017. He has been serving on SPE Nigerian Council Committee since 2010 to date and was the SPE ENC Student Program Chair from 2013 to 2014. Temitope has been an avid mentor for several non-profit organizations. He has worked with continuously adding value to them. He is the convener of the annual Mathematics Conference and Exhibition and founder for Life Foundation, an international NGO with the aim of applying mathematics to our daily lives in making the world a better place. He is the founder of Age of Purpose, an organization birthed from the need to positively impact humanity to help discover their purpose. Ladies and gentlemen, Temitope is a certified coach trainer and speaker with over 10 years experience helping professionals develop their leadership and communication skills. He is also a certified behavioral analysis consultant, helping people recognize their strengths, limitations, and how to connect with other personalities. He is a personal growth enthusiast. He believes that no one can achieve greater things without growing themselves first. I like the last part, that no one can achieve greater things without growing themselves first. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Temitope Osuntui. Am I right? Osuntui. I think I need to spend some days in Nigeria before I come and start pronouncing Nigerian names. Else I'll be in trouble the next time. Thank you very much.
I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you very much. Good morning, good afternoon, everyone. And it's really nice to be here. So I've been given 15 to 20 minutes to do this. Can my slide be up, please? Taken out of my 15 minutes. Bring up the slide. Thank you, everyone. My name is Temitope, as introduced earlier. We can quickly start with an icebreaker. Do you have my slides? Yeah. Okay. Next slide, please. I'll just pick one and pass the rest to the person sitting beside you. Pick one and can pass to the person sitting beside you. Yeah. Let's do that quickly. Pick one and pass. Pass it on. Pass it on. Pass it on. All you need is just one. Pick one and pass it on. Yeah. Next slide, please. Okay, I can translate myself. That's awesome. Okay. So for this icebreaker, it's going to be a quick one. We're just going to spend like Okay. I'm not familiar with this. Okay. Like 3 minutes or 5 minutes. These are the rules. Rule number 1. Write your name on the piece of paper given. Write your name. Then you have 3 minutes to answer all 4 questions on your paper. The answer is a person's full name. So if the answer is my name, for instance, I'm not part of the game anyway. You write a mental question to you. You can't put your name as the answer. So you cannot use yourself as what? The answer. And you must answer all 4 questions. And all 4 answers must be 4 different persons. Next, the person you choose must be present here in this hall. So the person can be at home or somewhere else. The person you choose must not be from your chapter. So if you are from KNUST, for instance, you can't choose someone from KNUST that you came here with. So first 3 to get all 4 answers correct and verifies wins a prize from me. So you have 3 minutes, guys and girls. 3 minutes, that's what you can do. And I bet you cannot get those answers just sitting down there. You need to move around to get the answer to that. 3 minutes and counting. If you are sitting down, the answer won't come to you. You can't get the answer on ChatGPT this time around. You didn't get one? The answer is not on Google or ChatGPT this time around. At least we still have some things that technology cannot give you answers to. Two minutes more. Less than 2 minutes. Okay, we have submissions already. Thank you. Exactly 1 minute more. 1 minute. 1 minute, please. "45 seconds. "30 seconds. "20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you, everybody, for participating. Okay. Thank you for participating. There is no need to submit. Let's have a seat. Let's have a seat. 3 minutes is a lot of time to interact. Let's have a seat. Remember, we have 15 minutes to do this. Okay. At least you guys have a bit of a leg stretch, right? So let's go through the winners. Okay. The first person to submit here, no name. I'm sure you know yourself. You didn't write your name. Second person here is Jude Osei. Jude, can you stand up? Jude. Jude. Where is Jude? Okay. Nope. Gone. Where is Jude? Is that Jude Osei in this room? Going? Going? Gone. Okay. The next person, no name. Isabella Donka. Okay. Can you help me give the mic to Isabella? Isabella, quickly introduce yourself, your chapter. Do you have a second mic? I'm not sure you have one there. Okay, let's share this one. Where is the MC?
Hi, my name is Isabella Donko, UMAT chapter. UMAT chapter.
Don't mind me, I'm not so used to the sections here, but I will learn. The first question here, it says, find someone who is studying engineering but not petroleum engineering. Michael Kwok. Where are you? Michael. What chapter are you from?
TTU chapter.
What are you studying?
I'm mechanical engineering.
So, did she get it? Next person, someone who has been SP member at least since 2020. Your Sasa. What chapter are you from?
Junior chapter.
Same school as her? So, when did you become SP member?
2020.
Because by that I will know. I will tell you my own is 3149614. I don't need to check. So, someone who has visited 3 countries or more. Samera Eureka. Samera. Meet me halfway. So, you visited 2 countries.
Togo, Benin, and Gabon. I went to Lagos. Yeah. A synagogue, the church.
Okay, I'll take that for you. Last question here says, someone who is a soccer fan, Theophilus Mikado. Theophilus. Theophilus? What school? City. So you're a fan of, what club do you support? Do you say Arsenal? Which of the Manchester? Oh, which of the, wait now, he doesn't even know, wait. Which of the Manchester? Manchester All-Star? Manchester United. Okay, we have our first winner, Isabella. A round of applause for her. You can come forward and choose any of the book as your gift. Next person, no name. I wonder why you can't obey simple instruction. The next person is Azukiri Oscar. Azukiri Oscar. What school? What chapter?
Uganda section.
Uganda section. Oh, okay. I've been to Uganda section before, actually. Someone who has this or IT in a company not related to oil and gas. Semira Eureka. You again. So where did you, what's the name of the company you had your IT? You are trying to check? The answer is Semira Eureka. Where did you have your IT? You didn't even have IT, right? Okay. Thank you. Next person is Adwa. Adwa. Sorry, I can't read this very well. Adobe. Okay. Mike for Adwa. Your first question says, someone who is an executive in his or her chapter. Yamwa Aaron. What chapter?
TTU chapter. Vice President.
Are we sure? Someone who owns an iPhone. This is easy. Auntie Ekuba. Your name is actually Auntie. Really? Is that Samsung? Let me see the front. Are you sure? Looks like Samsung. Okay. She actually owns an iPhone. Someone who does not have a LinkedIn account. Jusman Matt Francis. Where are you? In this time and age? So you have a LinkedIn account?
No, Not really. It's not working. It's not effective. Yeah.
Or you have one? If I put your name now, I'll see you.
Maybe.
I'm taking this one off. The next person. Kwashi Emmanuel. Emmanuel, someone who is participating in Petro Bowl this year. You said Jude Boateng. That name sounds familiar. Jude Boateng. You are participating in paper contest. Which one? If you don't win, we'll beat you. Someone who is graduating this year. Emmanuel Shaw. Emmanuel Shaw. Graduated? When? 2024? You are not sure? Okay. I like this next question because we'll go out and see it. Someone who owns a car. Ato, Ideal. Where is? You better go and call him in the count of 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3. He's section director. So should we allow? Okay. Because we know he has a car. Okay. Someone who has a pet. Afia Adoma. You have a pet. Pet fish. Pet what? What's the name of the dog? Puppy. Do you just... wait. Again? What's the name of the dog? Stanley. Are we giving it to her? Okay. So the winner is Kwashi Emmanuel. Emmanuel, you can come up stage. Thank you. Okay, we have one more winner to look for. Is this Casio? I can't see the name. Casio. Okay. Someone who is the president of ISOAP chapter, Michael. Yeah, Michael. Oh, who is the person? You vote Michael. ISOAP chapter. Are you the president of your chapter? What chapter?
CTU chapter.
Okay. Next question. Someone who has at least 3 social media accounts. Rebus. Okay. You are selling it or what? How many social media accounts do you have? Everything. It's enough. It's enough. Someone who has a sister, Naomi. What's the name of your brother? Where is Naomi? Are you from the same school with Casio? You have a brother named
Emilia.
Okay. Last question for Casio, if you get it right. Someone who joined SPE in 2022, Benedicta. Benedicta. Oh yeah. Don't lie. What century? You don't know the question. When did you join SPE?
2019.
Cashew. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Okay. Next person on my list is Musambe Yide. Is the person here? YICDE. Musambe. Okay, gone. Next is Richard Ando. Richard? Okay. Someone who is participating in Petro Bowl this year, you chose Victor. Participating in Petro Bowl. Someone who is graduating this year, Isabella. When are you graduating? 2023 September. Someone who was a car, Samantha. Of course, I don't need to ask whether you own one. So that's a great one. Okay. Someone who has a pet, Kenneth. Kenneth, what was the name of your pet?
Hope.
Come again with that.
Hope.
Hope. A fish?
A dog.
A dog. Hope and Stanley. That's nice. A round of applause for Richard Andor, and you can come up for your gift. Okay, so in just another 1 minute, what did you learn interacting with yourself with this icebreaker? Because that's the essence of everything. Anybody? Any takers? Did you learn anything? Where's Mike? You can have Mike. Someone saying yes. Who wants to contribute? So what did you learn? What did you learn? Pass the mic to him.
Thank you very much. I realized that it is easier to talk to different people if we all have something to benefit from. So in this icebreaker, we all needed the names of different people from different sectors, and hence it was very easy for us to communicate with each other.
I really like that perspective. Okay, who else?
I learned that if you want someone to achieve something, you can put an incentive or something to motivate the person.
Okay.
Like you telling us that we should associate with people to actually get information by getting the award. If you didn't tell us that there will be an award, we wouldn't get it.
Thank you very much. Okay, one more person. Yeah, you have a mic there with you.
All right. I also realized that you can't develop your self-confidence when you are in your comfort zone.
Exactly.
But
Thanks a lot.
if you move out of your comfort zone, one way or the other, you can help develop your self-confidence.
Thank you very much. So it's not just about the icebreaker, but for you to be able to learn one thing or the other from it. There might be people that you are willing to approach, maybe Samantha, for instance, and you don't even know how to approach her. But now that you know that you've asked her if she owns a car, after this interaction, you can go back to her and say, oh, thanks for telling me that answer. By the way, I need this. Or you can ask more questions. So it's a great one to know. It's a great one to know more about people around you, and not just people from your chapter, because you are not here just because of people in your chapter. Those in your chapter, you can meet again tomorrow or next week when you get back to school, okay? So as much as you are here, like one of the contributors said, everybody here needs something. I need something, you need something, one needs something. And there's a goal behind it. Everybody believes that they will get that thing and they will get some form of reward afterwards. But if you don't stand up, interact, and ask, you never know what you could get from the other person. Having said that, let's spend the next few minutes looking at what we have from today, which is the power of self-esteem. Okay. So, permit me to, I would not go through the Slido again because of time. So when we say self-esteem, self-esteem to me is a neutral word, like a lot of other words out there. That's why we said positive self-esteem, not just self-esteem, because it's good negative anyways. Just like Ola showed us earlier, you could just walk into the stage and do like this and cover. That's a negative self-esteem. But what this self-esteem does about is this. At the end of the day, it's actually a potential. And as we know, potential is what? Is we having the capacity to develop into something in the future. I cannot see your potential, but only you know the value and worth of your potential, because it's somewhere inside of you. And if you build a negative self-esteem around yourself, then what happens to what you can give out? Whatever potential you have there, you probably will, at the end of the day, give 10% or worst case, 90% of it out. But what happens if you have already changed yourself by giving 10% self-potential in the first place? Some of the slides you see when people are presenting is not just there for fun. You can see a cat looking at itself in the mirror. It's not seeing a cat. It's seeing a lion. So somewhere there inside its head is thinking, I can actually roar and not just do meow, so that when someone sees me, they don't even know something is passing. So how do you actually see yourself? Because people will not give you a greater value more than you ascribe to yourself. There are lots we can talk about today,
But I'll just let us quickly touch based on the main things, which is number one, when you look in the mirror, meaning when you examine yourself, what exactly do you see? When you view yourself in the mirror, do you see yourself as a first-class graduate that will get a job or create one immediately you finish school, or one that will suffer a lot before you can even make a pass? The moment you envisage that it cannot be better than this, there is nothing you can do, there is nothing anybody can do to you that will make it better than that bar you have set for yourself. Secondly, one will never outperform what? Their self-image. I've said this over and over in these few minutes. No matter how that image of yours in your head, there is no way you can what? Outperform it. Before you came here yesterday or whenever you got here, somewhere mentally in your head 3 months ago, 1 year ago, 3 weeks ago, you've already looked at, oh, I'm actually going to this conference to do ABC. If you have never thought of it, there is no way it will manifest. So what are you actually thinking about? And the value you put on ourselves is the value others will put on us, if not less. Now, let's quickly talk about 6 steps to build our self-image. Again, I could have done this the whole day, elaborate more, but even if it's just 30 seconds we can always learn something. You see, what's your name, for instance? Michael. As Michael is here, if I come to Michael and say, Michael, you look sick, you'll be like, no, I'm not sick, I'm fine. And he stood up. By the time he gets to the door there, someone else told him, someone says, Michael, you look sick. You'll be like, no, I'm fine. Then he got a call from his mother or brother and say, you sound somehow, you look sick. I can tell you that before he gets downstairs, he will be sick. Why? Because people can actually play with your minds without you knowing, with your self-image without you knowing. So try as much as possible to make sure that you guard your own mind when it comes to self-image. That's number one point. And it's very funny when people say prayer don't answer, positive images don't come to pass, positive self-talk don't come to pass. But guess what? The negative one, it comes to pass almost instantly. Why? Because we are attracted to the negative more than the positive. That example I just made about Michael. If I make the same thing positive, Michael, you look great. Someone said, Michael, you look great. Mom calls, Michael, you look great. He might still just not feel great at the end of the day. But if it's the other way, I tell you immediately, you will go and get paracetamol. So please and please, try as much as possible to not have negative self-talk of yourself, but construct your positive self-image and talk to yourself positively. Another thing is, at any point in time, don't compete with anybody. You are here today, whether you come first or last, it does not matter even if you don't participate at all. There are some of your colleagues that were not even here today. I remember when I was in school, I went to University of Ibadan in Lagos, Nigeria, by the way. We have 10 people in just my class, and if you look at it in terms of CGPA, I'm number 5 out of 10. But at that point in time, who cares? You have your own talent. You have your own self to build. Despite the fact that I'm number 5 out of 10, if you have to go for maybe petrol quiz competition or petrol bowl in those days, I'll be the first person to go in there. If you have to do something, I know my worth, what I need to do. But don't say because you are not part of the petrol bowl team or you are not presenting paper, you could be good at something else. You could just be better at arranging this venue, for instance, than the guy that makes it first class. So don't compete with that other person. Compete with yourself and make sure that every year, every time, you try to come up with what? A previous version of yourself. If you say an iPhone 14 today, if you just add another camera by the side, iPhone 15 will be better, isn't it? Just something different every year and better. Next is add value to others. Continue to add value to others. I'm here, for instance, today to add value to you. We are all volunteering in SPE, ALD, Samantha that is even being paid. She's still adding value to us. I've known Samantha for like more than half of my career in SPE, and I'm 20 years in SPE already. Okay? So let's try as much as possible to add value to others. There is no way you will give what you don't have. We usually add value to people in areas where we are trying to be the best version of ourselves. I'm here talking today. I just came back from Port Harcourt in Lagos, Nigeria, down here to Abuja same Sunday. From here, I'm going to Benin. You know, you do it for free, but guess what? It's a way of building your own positive self-image. Because when you do it continuously and continuously, it becomes part and parcel of you. If I ask you today, did you brush your teeth yesterday? What will you say? Do you really know how you brushed it? No, you don't. Why? Because you have done it several times repeatedly that you can even do it with your eyes closed. You can't even remember you are doing it. You have become very good at it. The same thing when you add value to others, you do it a lot that it becomes part of your positive self-image. Then there is no way you walk into a room and feel bad because you know that no matter what is happening in that room, you have your own positive self-image that is probably better in that area than the other person. So you are not chasing to be the first in the room. You are just making sure that you are becoming a better and better version of yourself and having what? A better self-image. Number 4 that we'll touch on here will be, sorry, I just had a clicker. Okay. Anyways, practice small disciplines then every day. Practice what? Small disciplines. I don't think it's my, am I too far from it? Number 4 says practice a small discipline. You see, when we say small disciplines, just as I mentioned earlier about brushing your teeth, some people will say, oh, I don't like listening to motivational teachers. And if you ask them, they will say, because it doesn't work. If you actually take your bath once in a month, will it work? So why do you now take your bath every day or twice a day? So that it will work. So the small disciplines you want to be good at, is it maths? Is it reservoir engineering? Is it production engineering? Is it the act of public speaking? Whatever it is, practice it every day. To the extent that you can hand it from your conscious mind to your subconscious mind. Most of us, even if you are not in that generation, will know Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee, in one of his quotes, said, I don't fear the man that practiced 10,000 kicks once. I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times. Because if that guy kick you, you know exactly where to kick. So practice and practice and practice so that you can get good at whatever you're trying to do. Second to the last year, it's you need to create small wins for yourself. Almost everybody in this room has gone through the habit of writing exams. How do you feel when you write your last paper for this semester? As in, I tell people nothing beats that. I don't even have a name for it. Nothing beats that feeling, is it not? Wait until you even write your final year exams. You say that nothing beats that feeling. You see, for you to be able to build a positive self-image of yourself, you need to position yourself in life, even after school, to have that feeling. What kind of feeling do you think Riverson will have on Wednesday night? That same feeling when all this is over. Why? Because it's a feeling of what? Accomplishment. Remember, back in school, even those that will still have extra semester, they will still have that feeling after writing that paper. So it's not a feeling of whether you pass or fail. It's just a feeling of that you did it by yourself, for yourself. And it makes you have that what? Self-positive image. So try as much as possible to create that feeling for yourself. And nobody can help you create that feeling. The same way, nobody will help you to write your exams. And lastly, don't let anyone, I repeat, anyone, expect more from you than you will expect from yourself. Whenever you agree to do something, whenever you are invited to volunteer for SPE, and you accept that role, you accept that position, never let anybody check on you to say, have you done your work? Whenever you collect your money from your parents to go to school, to get a 2-1 or 2-2 or first class or whatever you want to graduate with, don't let them down. Because placing a high value on yourself, 10 over 10, makes you function at the best part of you every time. So that nobody will have to come and check on me. Oh, Tokwe said he's coming to this event. This is 10 o'clock. You have not seen him. There is nothing like African time. So don't use that concept. Whatever you agree to do, once you have exchanged that baton with that person, make sure you do your part and let the ball keep rolling. That way, people respect you. You have your own self-esteem to continue to build. Finally, I will ask you today, which mirror are you looking into? When you look into the mirror as a cat, are you seeing a lion or you are even seeing a mice? Thanks, everybody. I can take your question.
Hello?
So, it's either, if you don't have question, it's either I've talked a lot of nonsense or I've made a lot of sense. Which of the two?
I know we are hungry, but please, let's put in much effort to clap for Temi. Great. Because I was following the presentation and there's some parts that when you got to, I was trying to realize, I was thinking of if I'm even thinking about myself now. I don't know what I'm even doing the next 5 minutes. Any question?
Don't worry.
So
If
you
don't
just
have
confirmed that you're hungry?
Yeah, that's true. Oh, are you hungry?
Is that part of the self-esteem?
Okay, we have the man's over there.
Okay, so the two questions then, yeah.
Thank you so much. My question is simple and precise.
Thank you.
Like, you have talked about self-talking. We don't talk to ourselves negatively. Now, what if in a situation whereby you don't want to talk to yourself negatively, but you are surrounded by people who will always talk negatively, and you can't chase them away because most cases you survive on them, or they are friends, or they are people you are supposed to be around with. So how do you deal with such a situation whereby you can't chase away the hand that feeds you, but it's negative?
Yeah, thanks for that. While others will ask their question, I will quickly reply. You see, as a student, I know it's really difficult when maybe the person providing for you, after giving you the money, he now says something like, stupid boy, you will still go to school and fail, but shall take. I know, those kind of things, okay? You see, they have a way of playing with in our minds. I know that for sure. Especially if that person is someone that you respect a lot. You want to either give in or not give in. That's why you see a twin raised under the same condition turn out differently. A twin that was raised under a condition where they don't have something to eat tomorrow. One will grow up to be a billionaire and successful. The other one will grow up on the street. Also reverse the case. A twin that has everything they need when they are growing up. One will still grow up to be a billionaire. The other one will still grow up to be a drug addict and live on the street. So it comes down to your positive self-esteem, no matter what is happening in your environment. When someone talks to you negatively, how do you counter that effect? One of the ways to counter that effect is all these things I've listed to you, listed for you, because people will do that directly or indirectly. The people that believe in us least are people that actually know us. Because I've known you from birth and you are not a great student. Your math self, you don't pass when you were in school. So why do you think you will pass with a first class? And I will say, yes, you can give me a first class. But guess what? You can always surprise people. Nobody knows how prepared you are. Do you get that? Nobody knows how prepared you are, because there is no human being that has full access to what is going on here with you. So psych yourself up and make sure that you follow these steps, and one way or the other you counteract those negative effects, because it will always come. You can't control it. Do what you can control. Quick one. Any other question? We have a question here too, though. Okay. Let me know when to stop, please.
I'm in the person of Okrako Imano Kofi from UMAT chapter. Yeah, my question is in two. Let me see, it's combined. Right. When do you know that high self-esteem is an arrogancy? And the next one is low self-esteem a mental health problem? Or because like the cat that you showed is looking at the mirror, it was seeing itself to be a lion. At that instance, it can be like he's it is being arrogant. Yes.
I get your point.
So, yes. So,
Okay. That was your question. Okay. So now, if you look at my slides, that was one I showed a quote from John Maxwell, right? That spoke about that, but I skipped it because of time. Okay. Whether you are averagely ambitious or overly ambitious, as long as you are doing something, people will tell you are ambitious, you are arrogant. First, you will not hear that word if you are not doing anything. So even if you are not hearing that word today, know that you are not doing anything with your life. Let's start from there. If nobody has come to you and say, slow down, then you are not doing enough. Because before people will see your effort, you are almost dead within you. Is that not it? Before people will say that, man, this guy is good, you have done several and countless sleepless nights. Now, ask yourself, those kind of people that says that, are they people that are doing below you or doing as much as you are doing? Don't take advices of those kind of nature from people that are doing way below you. Now, look at that person. Is it my peer or is it someone above me that has seen some tendencies? Is it someone that can tell me the truth? But most times when it's coming from your peers or people that you are outperforming, it's a way of slowing you down. But when it comes to people that you know that this person is actually better than me, then they are seeing some pitfalls in front of you. Do you get myself? You get what I'm trying to say? So if I'm your lecturer, for instance, and I tell you that you are arrogant, believe you me, you are. Why? I know what I can do. I know what I do. But if it's coming from your peers that is trying to pull you down, in a way, it might not be. But rest assured that whatever you do in life, people will call you back to slow down. That's why once in a while, you two need to do an assessment of yourself, directly or indirectly. Am I actually arrogant when you hear it from people? Why do you say I'm arrogant? Take that from yourself. We've seen it a lot. Even those of us that are senior members, you think it doesn't happen? The same way it happens in your circles. It happened in our own circle too. But who are those saying that? Is it people, are they those that are below you or those that can do better than you do? Okay? I hope I answered your questions. Okay, any other person?
Things are really coming in.
I'm good to go anytime you want me.
Wow, more questions? I can take one more.
One more question.
Yeah, then we break for.
I'm still here till Wednesday, so anytime you catch me on the corridor, we can talk.
And I can show you his hotel so that you can check. Maybe if you want, they want a personal consultancy.
Okay, one more question, please.
So my question is about accomplishment.
Yeah.
You know, there are instances that you feel you've accomplished so much, but at the same time you feel that your accomplishment does not meet certain expectations. Does that, and it tends to affect your self-esteem and you feel you are not doing much, therefore you are not worth it.
Yeah,
you know, what's your take on that?
Your question is a bit vague. Be more specific.
Okay, so
yeah,
more
it helps a lot.
More specific in the sense that, let's say you want to have a program, and your program you expect to have 100 people, and then when you had the program, it was only 5 people that came. Okay. So in this instance, your expectation was not. The expectation was not reached, but in relation to the organization of the program, it has been accomplished. Okay. And then it tends to affect you in a way that you feel maybe you didn't do so much, or you didn't talk to the right people, and you feel you are not doing so much. So how does it
by show of hands,
self-esteem?
How many of us are set out to do something and we get that exact thing or better? Show of hands. How many of us are set out to do something and we get worse than we thought? Me. Number 1. Right? Okay, so this is it. As human beings, we usually over-exaggerate the outcome of our plan. But this is what I tell people. your goal, your dream is valid at any point in time. Your goal, your dream is what? Valid. What does not work, and I repeat, what does not work for us is our planning. And our planning will not always work. So we have to keep refining it until we have the one that what? Works. Do you get my point? Our planning will not work. We need to keep refining and refining until we have something that works. So the mistake we make as human beings is when we have a goal, we plan, we execute it. At the end of the day, it doesn't work. We abandon the goal. We abandon everything. We go look for another goal. Forgetting that what actually happened was the plan did not work. Our goal will always work, whatever it is. Now, let me illustrate that point a little bit more. A lot of times, we exaggerate what our goals should be. Let me give you a good example. I've been a professional teacher for the past 6 years now, going to 7. But I've been talking for like 13, 14 years. One day, I hope to talk in a stadium full of 5,000 people or 50,000 people. Guess what? What will happen today if I go and book a stadium because I have the money and I expect 50,000 people to show up? Zilch, nothing. You should know what your next step is. What do you need next? Is it 50 people in a room? Is it 500 people in a room? That way, you don't overestimate what your success is. So sometimes we want to skip steps and say, okay, what if I go and do this? No. What is the next thing you need? So that's why I know you all want I don't know the kind of car running in Ghana, but you will know maybe a Rolls Royce or a G-Wagon. Everybody needs it, right? Everybody wants it. But maybe what you actually want right now is the money to be able to pay for Uber and not enter public transport. Do you get my point? So what is the next level you are supposed to be attaining? That way, by the time you finish your event, you'll be like, at least, most times I'll be 70 to 90% there. Not so disappointing that I'll be almost negative. Because that can actually disappoint you. So know exactly your next level of success and don't over-exaggerate your plan. Thank you, everybody, for having me. I really
Thank you very much. Timmy, thank you very much for such a great presentation. And this short story just came to mind. There's a class and the teacher was asking the student, when you grow or when you grow up, what will you be? Someone saying, doctor, president, minister, that. There was a nice lady sitting down there and it got to her turn. Do you know what she said? She just wants to be the wife of the president. It's so nice to be a first lady, I'm telling you. You get paid for, basically, I don't know what you are doing. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're bringing the first session to the close for lunch. And the ushers will help us. The students will be directed to where they have to have their lunch, as well as the guests also have their lunch at a different place. So when we're having lunch, please, let's socialize or network. I think networking is the upgraded word for socialize. So, so let's do that during lunchtime, and we'll be back in. We'll direct them. Yeah. It's 4 minutes to 2. By 2:30, I think we can be back. Right? Yeah, we have a lot of programs today. And the next after lunch is very interesting. I know that's when some students will be jumping and shouting up and down, supporting their school and all those things. So, ladies and gentlemen, we bring it to the lunch break. Thank you very much.
You've been gone, it's an empty home. Come on back where you really belong. You are always welcome home, welcome home. You've been forget you are welcome home, welcome home. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and gay. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and gay. You've been gone, it's an empty home. Come on back where you really belong. You are always welcome home, welcome home. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and You've been gone, it's an empty home. Come on back where you really belong. You are always welcome home, welcome home. You've been kept down for much too long. Stand up, please, and say I am free. Don't forget you are welcome home, welcome home. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and gay. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and gay. You've been gone, it's an empty home. Come on back where you really belong. You are always welcome home, welcome home. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and You've been gone, it's an empty home. Come on back where you really belong. You are always welcome home, welcome home. You've been kept down for much too long. Stand up, please, and say I am free. Don't forget you are welcome home, welcome home. happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and gay. You've been gone, it's an empty home. Come on back where you really belong. You are always welcome home, welcome home. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and You've been gone, it's an empty home. Come on back where you really belong. You are always welcome home, welcome home. You've been kept down for much too long. Stand up, please, and say I am free. Don't forget you are welcome home, welcome home. Come with me on this the promised land. We'll be happy and gay. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and gay. You've been gone, it's an empty home. Come on back where you really belong. You are always welcome home, welcome home. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and You've been gone, it's an empty home. Come on back where you really belong. You are always welcome home, welcome home. You've been kept down for much too long. Stand up, please, and say I You've been gone, it's an empty home. Come on back where you really belong. You are always welcome home, welcome home. You've been kept down for much too long. Stand up, please, and say I am free. Don't forget you are welcome home, welcome home. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and gay. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and gay. You've been gone, it's an empty home. Come on back where you really belong. You are always welcome home, welcome home. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and You've been gone, it's an empty home. Come on back where you really belong. You are always welcome home, welcome home. You've been kept down for much too long. Stand up, please, and say I am free. Don't forget you are welcome home, welcome home. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and gay. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and gay. You've been gone, it's an empty home. Come on back where you really belong. You are always welcome home, welcome home. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and You've been gone, it's an empty home. Come on back Stand up, please, and say I am free. Don't forget you are welcome home, welcome home. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and gay. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and gay. You've been gone, it's an empty home. Come on back where you really belong. You are always welcome home, welcome home. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and You've been gone, it's an empty home. Come on back where you really belong. You are always welcome home, welcome home. You've been kept down for much too long. Stand up, please, and say I am free. Don't forget you are welcome home, welcome home. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and gay. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and gay. You've been gone, it's an empty home. Come on back where you really belong. You are always welcome home, welcome home. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and You've been gone, it's an empty home. Come on back where you really belong. You are always welcome home, welcome home. You've been kept down for much too long. Stand up, please, and say I am free. Don't forget you are welcome home, welcome home. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and gay. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and gay. You've been gone, it's an empty home. Come on back where you really belong. You are always welcome home, welcome home. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and You've been gone, it's an empty home. Come on back where you really belong. You are always welcome home, welcome home. You've been kept down for much too long. Stand up, please, and say I am free. Don't forget you are welcome home, welcome home. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and gay. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and gay. You've been gone, it's an empty home. Come on back where you really belong. You are always welcome home, welcome home. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and You've been gone, it's an empty home. Come on back where you really belong. You are always welcome home, welcome home. You've been kept down for much too long. Stand up, please, and say I am free. Don't forget you are welcome home, welcome home. You've been gone, it's an empty home. Come on back where you really belong. You are always welcome home, welcome home. You've been kept down for much too long. Stand up, please, and say I am free. Don't forget you are welcome home, welcome home. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and gay. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and gay. You've been gone, it's an empty home. Come on back where you really belong. You are always welcome home, welcome home. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and You've been gone, it's an empty home. Come on back where you really belong. You are always welcome home, welcome home. You've been kept down for much too long. Stand up, please, and say I am free. Don't forget you are welcome home, welcome home. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and gay. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and gay. You've been gone, it's an empty home. Come on back where you really belong. You are always welcome home, welcome home. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and You've been gone, it's an empty home. Come on back kept down for much too long. Stand up, please, and say I am free. Don't forget you are welcome home, welcome home. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and gay. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and gay. You've been gone, it's an empty home. Come on back where you really belong. You are always welcome home, welcome home. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and You've been gone, it's an empty home. Come on back where you really belong. You are always welcome home, welcome home. You've been kept down for much too long. Stand up, please, and say I am free. Don't forget you are welcome home, welcome home. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and gay. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and gay. You've been gone, it's an empty home. Come on back where you really belong. You are always welcome home, welcome home. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and You've been gone, it's an empty home. Come on back where you really belong. You are always welcome home, welcome home. You've been kept down for much too long. Stand up, please, and say You've been gone, it's an empty home. Come on back where you really belong. You are always welcome home, welcome home. You've been kept down for much too long. Stand up, please, and say I am free. Don't forget you are welcome home, welcome home. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and gay. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and gay. You've been gone, it's an empty home. Come on back where you really belong. Always welcome home. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and You've been gone, it's an empty home. Come on back where you really belong. You are always welcome home, welcome home. You've been kept down for much too long. Stand up, please, and say I am free. Don't forget you are welcome home, welcome home. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and gay. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and gay. You've been gone, it's an empty home. Come on back where you really belong. You are always welcome home, welcome home. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and You've been gone, it's an empty trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and gay. Come with me on this trip to the promised land. All happy and you be home. Come on back where you really belong. You are always welcome home. Welcome home. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and You've been gone, it's an empty home. Come on back where you really belong. You are always welcome home. Welcome home. You've been kept down for much too long. Stand up, please, and say I am free. Don't forget you are welcome home. Welcome home. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and gay. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and gay. You've been gone, it's an empty home. Come on back where you really belong. You are always welcome home. Welcome home. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and You've been gone, it's an empty home. Come on back where you really belong. You are always welcome home. Welcome home. You've been kept down for much too long. Stand up, please, and say I am free. Don't forget you are welcome home. Welcome home. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and gay. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and gay. You've been gone, it's an empty home. Come on back where you really belong. You are always welcome home, welcome home. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and You've been gone, it's an empty home. Come on back where you really belong. You are always welcome home, welcome home. You've been kept down for much too long. Stand up, please, and say I am free. Don't forget you are welcome home, welcome home. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and gay. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and gay. You've been gone, it's an empty home. Come on back where you really belong. You are always welcome home, welcome home. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and You've been gone, it's an empty home. Come on back where you really belong. You are always welcome home, welcome home. You've been kept down for much too long. Stand up, please, and say I am free. Don't forget you are welcome home, welcome home. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and gay. Come with forget, you are welcome home, welcome home. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be and come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and gay. You've been gone, it's an empty home. Come on back, ready to love. You are always welcome home, welcome home. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and you've been gone, it's an empty home. Come on back where you really belong. You are always welcome home, welcome home. You've been kept down for much too long. Stand up, please, and say I am free. Don't forget, you are welcome home, welcome home. Come with me on this happy trip back